In the winter of 1846, a group of American pioneers ate their own dead to survive. They had set out for California, chasing a better life. They were farmers and families, traveling west by wagon in a long, hopeful train. Their leaders were two brothers, George and Jacob Donner. To save time, they took the advice of a man they had never met. A promoter named Lansford Hastings swore he knew a faster route west. His shortcut cut south through uncrossed mountains and a brutal salt desert. No large wagon train had ever actually traveled it. The shortcut cost them weeks instead of saving them days. Oxen died of thirst, wagons were abandoned, and tempers turned to violence. One man stabbed another to death over the failing march. By the time they reached the Sierra Nevada, it was already late autumn. They were exhausted, low on food, and racing the first snow. They reached the high mountain pass just days too late. An early blizzard sealed the peaks with snow taller than a man. 81 people were trapped in crude cabins beside a frozen lake. They killed and ate the last of the oxen, then the family dogs. They boiled hides and bones into a glue they could barely swallow. A small group of the strongest tried to walk out for help. They climbed into the storm on homemade snowshoes, 15 souls. The mountains swallowed them in freezing fog and endless white. As they starved on the trail, the unthinkable became the only choice. The living began to eat the bodies of those who had died. They carefully set aside the remains so no one ate their own kin. Only 7 of those 15 ever staggered down to a settlement. Their story sent rescue parties clawing back up into the peaks. What the rescuers found in the cabins haunted them for life. The survivors there had also turned to the dead to stay alive. Rescue came in waves over many weeks across the deep snow. Each party carried out who they could and left the weakest behind. Of the 81 trapped, about half lived to see the spring. The ones who survived were most often the women and children. The strong men, it turned out, burned through their bodies first. They had gambled everything on a shortcut sold by a stranger. The faster road west became the deadliest in the country's memory. Would you have eaten to live or starved to stay yourself? Tell us below. Remember to like and subscribe, and don't let history be forgotten.